Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is April 20th and we've got an update on the Ohio Senate race. A new poll shows John Husted leading Sherrod Brown by 3 points. At the same time, the race has now been moved into the quote-unquote toss-up category by a top political forecaster after previously being rated as lean Republican. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and well, let's get right to it. So let's start off today's video with the general election polling average for Brown. It's at 46.9%, while Husted's 47.5%. You can see he's ahead with a little bit less than 1 point. I also want to talk about a important survey of 1,000 Ohio registered voters. This one was conducted by Bowling Green State University. And if we go ahead and move to page 13, there's two questions here I want to talk about. Question 30 is, who would you vote for in Ohio's 2026 U.S. Senate race? And also question 31, regardless of who you prefer, who do you think will win Ohio's 2026 U.S. Senate race? So let's get right into the details. So a new poll conducted by Bowling Green State University found that Republican John Husted holds a 3-point lead over Democratic nominee Sherrod Brown in the Ohio Senate race. Now, the survey of 1,000 registered voters in the state found that 50% of respondents backed Husted, while 47% backed Brown. The poll has a margin error of 3.9 percentage points. The Ohio race is expected to be among the most competitive of this year's midterm elections. Despite Ohio's conservative tilt, Democrats believe a favorable environment could make the race competitive in the month of November. So when the registered voters were asked who would you vote for in the Ohio's 2026 U.S. Senate race, 50% responded with Republican John Husted, while 47% responded with Democrat Sherrod Brown, 3% was someone else. For question 31, regardless of who you prefer, who do you think is going to win the Senate race for Ohio? 53% Republican John Husted, 47% Democrat Sherrod Brown. And in other news, a top forecaster is pretty much stating that the Ohio U.S. Senate race is now a toss-up. And I went ahead and looked straight into the Cook Political Report, of course, here for Ohio Senate 2026. You can see it pretty much went from lean Republican over to toss-up. So let me give you guys more details. And so one of the nation's top political forecasters says the U.S. Senate race in Ohio is now a dead heat. The Cook Political Report, a nonpartisan analyst website, this week shifted the race between incumbent Republican John Husted and Democrat Sherrod Brown into the toss-up category. The website had previously rated Ohio's race as lean Republican. And so Husted, the state's former lieutenant governor, was appointed to the Senate in 2025 by Governor Mike DeWine to fill the seat of Republican J.D. Vance, who was elected a U.S. vice president in November of 2024. Now, Husted is running to be outright elected to the remaining years of Vance's term, which expires in January 2029. Brown, who served 3 terms in Ohio's other U.S. Senate seat, lost his bid for re-election to Republican Bernie Moreno in 2024. He is seeking a political comeback with the seat on the ballot this year. While Republicans have carried most statewide races in Ohio for the past decade, including the vote for its presidential electors, some recent polling has shown Brown leading Husted, while Democrats are leading in generic ballot polling nationwide for the midterm election. Republicans currently hold a 53-seat majority in the U.S. Senate, meaning Democrats would have to gain at least 4 seats to attain a majority. And also keep in mind, Vance, who serves as Senate president while vice president, would vote in a 50-50 tie on a leadership vote. Now, the general election is set for Tuesday, November 3rd. And well, guys, let me know what your thoughts regarding this race in the comment section down below. That is all the updates that I have for today. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.